Alright guys, shop time with NMRC. I know you guys have seen the 6x6 before, all the TRX stuff. There's my new body that I just got today for the Emax. There's the Max, just to show that they're not the same truck. That is the Emax brushless edition, which I might have something big going on with that after Thanksgiving. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, what this video is about is I think in a couple videos back I was talking about doing this thing as 6-wheel steering, right? I think I did. If not, well, I'm mentioning it now. Sorry. Want to do it as 6-wheel steering, 6x6, right? And I just stumbled upon something genius at trx4. They're amazing, man. I don't care what anybody says, they're amazing. So, the reason why I say that is here's your rear axle shafts, right? They're both different lengths, correct? Now, there's your front axle shafts, different lengths. I don't know if this is the same length. It looks like it is. Like, yeah, it is. Because that goes to the ball joint, pivot joint, whatever you want to call it for the steering. So, with that being said, I was taking these apart to, hang on, let me get this rear axle. I was taking these apart so I can take the guts out and put them in my aluminum, yaw racing, axle housings, the same ones my uncle's got. Now, there's the front axle, as you can see, because here's the rear that has that dill, right? Now, for this portal to slide in and out of. Now, I looked at inside here. You see how it has 3 screws, just like the front knuckle, or whatever you want to call it, right? And then the shaft comes out the center, just like your plastic one right here. Now, that being said, I said, let me take off the other side. So I took off the other side, and it is the same shape as these front knuckles, dude. I mean, this is crazy. Look at that. Let's see if, oh, goodness. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Hang on, let me set it up here on the table here, maybe. Well, anyway, you guys get the gist of the angles and shape is exactly the same as your rear. So, what does that tell you? That tells you could slide that knuckle on this rear axle and make this a steering axle, okay? And what's even better is that that's part of the shock mount, your panhard bar. So all you would have to do is buy more knuckles, or if you have your plastic knuckles from previous trx6s that you've put in, whether it's brass or aluminum like I have, which I have another set of these knuckles and portals. I just don't have the axle shafts. I have one portal gear and I think axle shaft and pin. I just don't have another one, and then I need to buy 2 more, right? So, anyway, you can slide your old knuckles on here and make a 4-wheel steer, regular trx6 crawler rig like these guys and like the Sport down there. Or if you want to do a 6x6, 6 steering, you guys can, take these ends off like that, slide on your plastic knuckles and portals, and have 4-wheel steering basically. And then if you need a panhard bar mount, you just buy the shock mount one that comes with it, put it on there, pop these off, buy more plastic style ones because I already broke the fender well one. They're really weak. And just buy more of these. They're only like a couple bucks, $10 for all 4 Sucks you're gonna have to buy them that many, or buy aluminum ones. I don't know. You could buy aluminum ones, I guess, because they come with just the front too. That way you can get the regular one for one side, right? Boom, boom. And then you can buy, in that set it'll have a panhard style one, and you can set it boom, boom. And then this guy back here is the same width and style as this, just not a servo in it. So you buy brass ones or use a plastic stock one, and you can slide these in the frame rails. See, look, it's the same width as this plate, as that one. And you just slide this guy in there, slide in another one. You might even be able to keep the 4-link setup back here. Just drop in a servo, do the knuckle swap and axle shafts and portal gear on it, and you have a 6x6 steering, 6x steer. Say that 5 times fast. But anyway, you guys get my drift, you get my point of what I'm trying to say. So, you know me, guys, without further ado, I'm going to be testing this mod out. Yeah, I need new foam in this tire. This foam is just, it's gonzos. That's why this tire's all mangled. Well, it looks like it versus these other ones. So, it's weird that this rear diff stayed locked, but this one's not, as you can see, and this one's not. I don't like the design of these two axles, how they lock on that little pivot looking thing. But anyway, yeah, dude, that's insane. Yeah, so you might have to go a 3-link because one of these bars might be in your way to steering, for the steering arm, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you can have the back servo back here. Yeah, you're gonna have to take one off for this axle here. Probably have to take this one off, have the servo horn right here, and have the steering rod go from this direction to here to this hub and have it steer like that, you know what I mean? And then have that one there, and then you can just hook up a steering rod right from the knuckle to it, and that's it. You don't have to have a panhard bar on this last axle, but you might have to on this one, this middle guy, because you can't get in there with these. Oh man, it's so hard for to see it on the camera. There we go. Somewhat better, I guess. But you guys know what I'm talking about. You have to move that guy and then do a panhard from this shock mount that way to here on that channel, on that frame there, and boom. But anyway, this video's gone like 8 minutes now of me trying to explain it and show you guys in much detail as much as possible. Yeah, see how these links are up here? But you have to remove one of those for sure. Do a panhard, boom, boom, cake. Only like what, $5 maybe at most for that mount. So I already have an extra one there, man. Shoot, nah, I don't, because I gotta put that on the aluminum housing. But yeah, I just figured I'd share that tip. I freaked out when I was like, dude, no way. I figured it out. I was thinking you'd have to buy axles, swap the whole axle, and blah, blah, blah. Be a big mission, but nope. That's so cool that trx6 makes it that convenient to virtually make it 4-wheel steering without doing an axle swap. I wish I would have known that before I tested that on that, and I wouldn't have to have moved everything or the body mount or anything. I could have just swapped out a body post / panhard mount, and then just slap that stuff off the axle on the rear axle of this, and boom, would have been done. That's simple, man. But there you go, guys. I just figured I'd share that tip with you guys. That way, if you want to make 4-wheel steer, 6-wheel steer, easiest, best way right there. Without buying another axle, all you gotta do is buy front axle shafts and portal gears, and then more plastic or more brass inner and outer portal covers, and panhard bar mount, and the panhard bar body post mount, and you guys will be ready to steer your way through anything, really. I mean, it does have its pros and cons to it. But alright guys, thank you guys for joining me on this shop time with NMRC. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys.